Dillian the Body Snatcher right here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
Okay, so here we are on the eve of Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte for the WBC and Ring Magazine World Heavyweight Championships. Lineal, for those of you who put a lot of stock into Lineal. Wembley Stadium, 94,000 people in attendance. Record breaking. Will it break the record at the box office for a UK boxing event? May well do. If it doesn't, I'm sure it'll get pretty close to it. Is this the biggest all-British world heavyweight title fight in the history of UK heavyweights? You betcha, in my opinion. Some of you will agree, some of you won't. Would this be the biggest boxing event of 2022? Ultimately, we'll have to wait until we get to December to look back and see whether or not it is. Is it bigger than Alexander Usyk versus Anthony Joshua, part 2? Is this particular fight bigger than the winner of those two fights fighting each other? Again, we'll have to wait and find out. But this is certainly a huge, huge mega fight. Both of these guys have earned the right to headline the National Stadium. They've earned the right for it. 94,000 people are in that stadium. All the hundreds of thousands, maybe even a million or so, who's going to click that pay-per-view button are there to watch Tyson Fury versus Dillian Whyte. Not one over the other. They're there to watch that fight. Tyson Fury is the favourite in this fight. Of course he's the favourite. And I defy anybody who says that he shouldn't be. He is the favourite in this fight. He has to be the favourite in this fight. I'm a huge Dillian Whyte fan. My breakdown and prediction on Monday, I had Dillian Whyte winning. Does that mean that's going to happen? No, of course not. Of course not. But I want it to happen. Of course I do. But Dillian, of course I've spoken with Dillian many, many times. Many times. Interviewed him quite a few times. Great guy. Really, really great guy. Waited forever for his world title shot. And sometimes for a Dillian Whyte fight, I do get nervous. Last time I was actually nervous for a Dillian Whyte fight, believe it or not, was actually the first Povetkin fight. A lot of you will remember the videos on the build-up to that. I was actually quite nervous for Dillian in that one. The rematch with Povetkin, I wasn't nervous at all. I was very confident that Dillian Whyte was going to win. With this fight here, I have no nerves for Dillian Whyte. Is that because I'm confident that he's going to beat Tyson Fury? Or could it be as well, maybe accumulation of the last 3, maybe 4 years, I've had so many people telling me I'm backing the wrong horse. Dillian will never even get a world title shot, let alone become world champion. He won't even get a world title shot. This is what I've been told thousands and thousands of times. Well, here we are. You were wrong. And of course, one of them slips down the steps between now and then. You never know. But currently, you're wrong. So maybe it's all one big relief to me, because I no longer have to talk about Dillian Whyte not getting his WBC World Heavyweight title shot anymore. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. It's done. I haven't got to go in on the WBC for not giving him the world title shot. I don't have to go in on the last couple of years of Deontay Wilder avoiding Dillian Whyte. I haven't got to go in on Tyson Fury for not wanting to fight Dillian Whyte, because he's done it. Again, we have to give Tyson Fury credit on that one. He could have vacated the belt. He could have done it. But he didn't. He decided to keep hold of the belt and honour his mandatory obligation. Yes, the splits are heavily in his favour. The splits suck. The splits are wrong. They are wrong. But here we are. They're both going to be earning a whole chunk of money. But it ain't about the money. It's about the battle. It's about the war. Whether you're Team Fury, you're going to be nervous that Dillian Whyte can pull it off. If you're Team Dillian Whyte, you're probably going to be nervous of Tyson Fury. And I think rightfully so from both sets of fans. I'm a huge Dillian Whyte fan. Am I nervous for him? No. Am I going to feel some kind of butterflies as they ring walk? Probably. Probably. But no matter what happens, it's a huge fight. 2 Brits fighting for the WBC and Ring Magazine World Heavyweight Championship in the National Stadium. It's huge, absolutely huge. It really is. Will it be Tyson Fury's movement that wins the fight? His exceptional footwork, that long flicking jab that he has, that Wilder fans seem to think is glove tampering? It's not. Although, speaking of which, I do hope that a member of Dillian Whyte's team will be making sure and speaking to the referee to make sure Tyson does not use that groin guard too high. He does tend to do that. I'm sure a lot of you have already noticed that. But we'll have to wait and see. Tyson Fury's long flicking jab, his footwork, his timing, his accuracy, his uncoordinated style at times. Will he be southpaw, orthodox? Will he be switch hitting? Will he put his foot down on the gas and go after Dillian straight away? Anything can happen. Will he knock out Dillian Whyte in round number 1? It could happen very early in the fight. It could. Will he coast to a points victory? Are both men going to get dropped in this fight? Will Dillian Whyte be the aggressor in this one? Will he be the one on the back foot? Dillian Whyte's going to have to be looking for that counter. Huge, elite left hook that he's got. That uppercut ain't no joke. The overhand right, the strike right, the body work, none of it is a joke coming from Dillian Whyte. It's not. Very, very high IQ of boxing ability Dillian Whyte has. But one thing Dillian Whyte should not do is try and outbox Tyson Fury. Look at the mistake Anthony Joshua done with Alexander Usyk. Don't try and outbox the boxer. Do your game plan. Xavier Miller, Howard Knight. That's the game plan that you follow. When the opportunity comes, you counterpunch. Be the aggressor. Who's going to win? In my mind, Dillian Whyte. But if it isn't, you know what? It's all good. He got his world title shot on the biggest stage of them all. I'm still happy. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of Tyson as well. May the best man win? Certainly, of course. But I want Dillian Whyte to win, and I believe he may just pull it out of the bag. If I'm wrong, hey, no problem. Anyway, drop your thoughts below, click thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.